Hi everybody, Jordan Steel 88 with another video. I'm going to talk about Emeka Egbuka in this video, so let's get into it. Well, Steel Nation, everybody. Well, I'm kind of torn what the Steelers going to do in the first round next month. Either get a lineman or wide receiver. But in this case, in this video, I'm going to talk about Emeka Egbuka. So, yeah. Should the Steelers draft Emeka Egbuka in the first round? This could be a no-brainer. Just like I talk about with Kenneth Grant, Emeka Egbuka is also a no-brainer. Emeka Egbuka fits with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it makes sense for the Steelers to draft him. So, because Emeka Egbuka, he's a physical wide receiver, some of the Steelers need. I know they got George Pickens though, but I know he posts blocks at times. But Emeka Egbuka, like I said, is a physical wide receiver. He has nice route running, and he can help out in the running game blocking wise. Well, in Ohio State, he played more of a second wide receiver with Jeremiah Smith, who was a freshman, but Jeremiah Smith is not a top receiver in the draft this year. But Emeka Egbuka, he was a second option wide receiver more than number one. And put it like this though, I mean, Emeka Egbuka though, if the Steelers draft him, he could be a number 2 wide receiver to complement George Pickens. Some of the Steelers have been itching to get, because when George, like I think I said this in my previous videos, but when George Pickens, when he was getting shut down, there was no other wide receiver or tight end to take over. Because put it like this, when the Steelers draft when the Steelers draft I keep saying, but anyway, when the Bengals when they had T. Higgins in 2020 in the second round, they drafted Jamar Chase in the first round. When Jamar Chase and T. Higgins were together, wherever T. Higgins gets double teamed, Jamar Chase takes over. That's what the Steelers need. Somebody who would take over when George Pickens gets shut down. And I know that Roman Wilson has been counted out to some degree, and people are sleeping on Roman Wilson. But Roman Wilson can be a slot receiver, though. But because we ain't seen Roman Wilson in game action since the Las Vegas Raiders game, even though he wasn't targeted. But in this case, this is Emeka Egbuka. So, because Emeka Egbuka could take over a game almost. And Emeka Egbuka, he can move the chains for the Steelers. Just because he reminds me a little bit of Juju Smith-Schuster. Because Juju, he was not really a deep threat receiver. Neither is Emeka Egbuka. And like I said, Emeka Egbuka can move the chains for the Steelers with his toughness. Because the Steelers' biggest problem is the offense. We put too much on our defense to win us games. We need an offense that can at least sustain drives and get us red zone chances more often. Because that was the problem with the Steelers. They just cannot get open and drive scores, especially getting an open drive touchdown. That was our problem. Because the Steelers' biggest problem, like I said, was the offense. We just need that at least that wide receiver or a running back, a playmaker, because Emeka Egbuka is a playmaker. That's what he is. He's a playmaker. And we could get his teammate, Krishan Juggins or Trevion Henderson, but that'll be another video for another time. And like I said, almost through all 2024 season, the Steelers did not get an open drive touchdown. They get open drive field goals because we got limited Chris Boswell to get us to win us games, because he's done that twice all 2024. Because we weren't getting a lot of touchdowns and all that. So, yeah. So the Steelers draft Emeka Egbuka? I said absolutely, man, because like I said, man, he can help out the offense, though, because the offense was our biggest problem. and he could do the dirty work by blocking when we had to run the ball. So, and with the offensive line we have, with Brian Jones moving to the left and Troy Fontana coming back, and you got a wide receiver Roman Wilson, because he could beat out Calvin Austin III for that slot receiver position, and have Emeka Egbuka and George Pickens and Roman Wilson as our wide receiver core and Pat Freiermuth. It's going to look pretty good. So that way the defense don't have to win us games all the time. So, because the offense needs to at least sustain drives and get red zone chances, and make it count with touchdowns from time to time. So I'm just hoping, because Emeka Egbuka has been on my mind ever since the off season, and he's a playmaker. He got pretty good route running. I know people either him, Burden, or Golden. Hey, I'd be happy with either one of those guys, but for me, I say Emeka Egbuka. So yeah, because Steelers because most of the guys who are that have drafted has been on offense who have won the national championship. Guys like Najee Harris in 2021, George Pickens 2022 won the national championship with Georgia. Going back to Najee, won national championship with Alabama, and during the 2020 season, during the 2021 season, George Pickens won the national championship. They drafted him in the 2022 draft. Broderick Jones, Darnell Washington, they won a national championship with Georgia, drafting those guys in the 2023 draft. And then Roman Wilson, during the 2023 season with Michigan, won a national championship, and they drafted Roman Wilson in the 2024 draft. But that could happen with Emeka Egbuka in the 2024 draft in the first round, maybe. So let's see what happens, man. So yeah. So let me know what you think down in the comment section down below where I talk about Emeka Egbuka and how he can help the offense, because we just can't have the defense win us games all the time and come up with crucial stops, because the defense down the stretch because our defense, Steelers defense, they get tired almost every time because they had to win us the games. So the offense needs to at least sustain drives and then get red zone chances where we have to score a touchdown or a field goal. So yeah, so when we get red zone chances, we have to score touchdowns from time to time. And Emeka Egbuka can help us with that. So yeah, man, that'll about do it for this video. This is Jordan Steele 88. See you guys in my next video. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.